Can I hear someone asking me a question?
What's new in retro games? Can you tell me what's new in retro games, please? What's new in retro games? Can you tell me what's new in retro games this week?
Hello, it is me, it is Jace at Retrogames, and I'm back with another expose of all the new listings on the site this week. Now, I said last week I would only do this every occasional week, but this week has been such a great week for listings that I had to do another one. So many nice items hit the site this week. The details, I'm going to put the details there. The details, there, go there. All this stuff I'm going to show you in this video, and let's start the date. The date, 17th of June, 2022. And it's hot in the UK today. Oh my God, it's 32 degrees. Oh, too hot, but you know, it's real, it's real. We don't get many hot days. This is the UK's only hot day of the year. So let's pretend we're enjoying it. When really we're all scared of the sun because we're old retro gamers. And we don't go outside very much. Okay, now anyway, yeah. So everything that I'm going to show you is newly listed on the site this week. Everything is for sale. Go to the newly listed page and you can have a look at it and you can pay the prices. Now, you know what, pay the prices, see the prices, that's it. Oh, can you tell I'm not scripted? It's quite obvious, isn't it? Before we get, how many items were listed this week? The number is, still don't know, here, bing! I like doing that bit. Let's get started. There's some really lovely things this week. And the first one, I'm going to start big, is this. This is a Virtual Boy console. Yes, we don't get many of these. Obviously not released in the UK, so you get them rarely. This one is a Japanese one. Very nice, but what makes this one extra special is it has not been used. Oh yes, mint in the box. Well, the box has got a little bit of shelf wear. It's been sitting around in someone's collection forever. Let's pull it open, show you what it's like inside. We've got the cardboard lid, very important. The inner packaging, look at this. Oh, it's all there. It's all there. Now, the Nintendo Virtual Boy, I'm sure you guys all know what that is. It's a 3D pre-VR headset with 3D games developed by Gunpei Yokoi, the guy who made the Game Boy. A massive flop, nobody liked it. Well, say that, I love it. There's one behind me. It's been there every episode I've made so far because the Virtual Boy is one of my favourite machines and I love everything quirky. That's why I go mad about Vectrex. That's why I go mad about other quirky things, 3DS. And the Virtual Boy is another brilliant quirky thing. Now, this has not been out of the packet, so we don't want to do that. We're not going to open it, but as you can see, absolutely pristine in the box. Finally, a Virtual Boy. It's the first, maybe the second one we've had in stock this year. They're that unusual for the site. I'm going to try and put this back in the box carefully. Carefully, please. Yes, carefully. Oh, mind the flaps. I'm not saying anything about that. I can't have a new catchphrase, mind the flaps. That is too rude. Stop it. I didn't show you the back of the box. I'll just quickly show you the back of the box before we move on. I'm going to try and be quicker this week because last week it did go on a bit, didn't it? It went on a bit. There was some great stuff though, and I get excited when it's great stuff. One Virtual Boy. Good. You have to wonder why nobody complained there wasn't any virtual girls. What's wrong with a virtual girl? It has to be a boy, doesn't it? Why? Game Boy. What about Game Girl? Why didn't they release? Why? I mean, Nintendo probably kicking themselves now. If they'd made the grey version Game Boy and then the girl version pink, Girl Boy, Game Boy, Game Girl. You know what I'm talking about. Would have been a huge success, wouldn't it? All the girls have had the girl one, all the boys have had the boy one. There could have been another colour in the middle, trans. Too far. Okay, let's carry on with Nintendo. Still Nintendo, and we've got a really nice Mario Kart this week. I only bring that. I mean, it's obviously not a super rare game, but it's just in such lovely condition. I thought I'd just show you because we don't get them in super nice condition so often. So let's just have a look. I think this manual. Oh, it's got the leaflet map thing brochure. It's got the warning, and look at this manual, look at that. That is like new. And we all like our games to be like new. So that we're scared to actually play them. We like to be scared to play our games because we don't like touching them. There you go, Mario Kart, bosh. Shall we stick with Nintendo for a bit? No, let's move on. Now this is something different. This is for the Commodore C16. Yes, what a flop. The cut down version of the Commodore 64 with not enough memory to run proper games. What a brilliant device. I'm sure those who got lumbered with it at Christmas would agree with me. And this is SpiderMan. Now SpiderMan and Incredible Hulk, they both went on the site this week for the Commodore 16 adventure games, but the reason this is special, and I'll get this out to show you, is because not only does it have a tape, not only does it have like hints and flyers and stuff, it has this absolutely mint condition Spider-Man comic only available in this game. Oh wow. Yes, an exclusive Spider-Man comic only available in this game, and I just think it's wow, that is amazing. And it's beautiful condition, beautiful. The box is a bit worn. These boxes are prone because they're a very weird shape because they're curved along the top edge, which is, it's just strange. It's a bad design. They don't fare too well with age. But there, Spider-Man on the C16. Let's carry on. Oh, we have got back to Nintendo. We have got a Super Game Boy. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, Super Game Boy, that's boring. That just lets you play Game Boy or Game Girl games on the Super Nintendo. But this is an American one. And we're in the UK. We don't get much US stuff. So this one's quite nice. And actually, it's a really lovely chunky lump of plastic. And it's got a lovely pristine manual there. And I just thought, that is a nice thing. And in America, they got these. And we never got these in the UK for our SNES. These are cartridge protectors, official cartridge protectors. And aren't they lovely? And you've even got one on the Super Game Boy. And what a massive chunk of plastic to play such a tiny little Game Boy cartridge. Always makes me smile. Yeah, nice. A SNES Super Game Boy. US NTSC Super Game Boy. I don't think that will work on it might work with an adapter on a UK SNES. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Okay, let's carry on. Let's go. Oh, here's something different. We got some Vita games this week. Now, we don't get much. But, take the post-its off. Come on, take the post-its off. It looks rubbish. As I said last week, the post-it notes are only on there for our benefit. They do come off when we send stuff out. Just to help us find things when they're filed. Yeah, nice. The Vita. That is another. That's going to be a really, really hot collectible console in the future. Because very few games came out for it, and they sold in such tiny numbers. It was tiny compared to the PSP, a lot better than PSP quality, but nobody bought it. So yes, buy Vita. You heard it off me. Buy Vita. Don't have to buy them ones. Just buy any Vita stuff. They're brilliant. Sticking with PlayStation. Oh, here's a legendary game. Came after Ico, Shadow of the Colossus. You roam around inside big monsters. It's such a brilliant game. Most gamers of our age, I think you're old too. No, not really. Any retro gamer will have played Shadow of the Colossus, surely. And of course, it comes with the postcards. And you know, I love these postcards. I always hope that someone's going to send them out. Send them out as a little, just to send a message on the postcard in the post. I mean, if we had to put a number on it, how many Shadow of the Colossus or Ico limited edition postcards have actually been sent through the mail? How much do you reckon? Less than 10? I mean, there's millions of them. There's 5 in each packet. And well, Ico, they didn't sell particularly well. They still sold a couple of 100,000 copies. So that's over 1 million postcards, over 2 million postcards. How many went through the post? If you had to say more than 10, less than 10, I think I'd go less than 10. Less than 10 out of 2 million postcards. I know, what a waste of paper. Okay, let's carry on. Oh, we've got another PlayStation. Let's stick with PlayStation here. We've got, this is a very special set. This is The Last of Us Ellie Edition for the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3 starting to grow in confidence, starting to become a very collectible format. And really, the PS3 is when limited and special editions came of age. The PS2, a few, some, a little bit, but no. It was PS3 that really rammed home pay more money for your game, get more stuff with it, which is good. I mean, this comes with this. Wow, look at this. It's a emergency. Oh wow, look at the beautiful thing. I mean, you've got a lovely little you know, comic visual manga thing. Yeah, we've got the game in a lovely little special Ellie edition case. It's beautiful. It's in mint condition. It's lovely. I mean, what are you going to do with this whole? I mean, maybe if you're going camping, you could put your knives and forks and your spoons and stuff in there. I don't, possibly. Poster. Oh, don't unfold the poster. I don't like posters with blue tack on the corners. Please don't use the posters with your free game. Get the game free with your game. It's got a lovely hard-backed art book. Last of Us art book. I mean, such a brilliant game, Last of Us. Too scary for me. I'd never ever play it to the end because I just got too terrified of those horrible screamer things with a sliced off face. Just horrible.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I'm not doing it. If you... Oh, fancy Siri.
I don't understand.
Oh, shut up, Siri. Everybody wants a part on this show. Yeah, a couple of transfers. You can ruin your PlayStation 3 controller by covering it in stickers. Lovely. We don't want to do that, but we still like the free stuff. And then folds and folds. And there we have a nice little. I'm going to put that back in the box. Very rare now. What a lovely thing. Okay, I know what you're thinking. What about something a bit older, Jace? Come on, Jace, get something older. Okay, what about this? This is Robotron, and now we love, surely the original twin stick shooter, wasn't it? Really? And Robotron, you know, Eugene Jarvis, mega arcade machine. But have you ever played it on the BBC Model B? I mean, you can't believe this is actually Atari soft converted. They converted it for the BBC Model B and Electron. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, and just think about that. The arcade coin-op hit for a very niche, educational primarily, British computer. They converted Robotron for it. Officially. Mad. Mad. Anyway, yeah, it is sealed, but as you can see, a bit squashy-washy. That's a new one, squashy-washy. Am I going to come up with something? Did I come up with anything for squashy-washy? If I did, here it is.
Squashy-washy.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's carry on. We've got more BBC, and this is, of course, the classic Night Law, but the BBC one, different colour. It's green. It's got a bit of green. But, Ultimate Play, the game, you know, became rare. They are the legendary 8-bit powerhouse. Brilliant on Spectrum, not so good on Commodore 64, but nobody ever mentions that. Nobody ever mentions Entombed or, you know, Starver Canaf being rubbish, because we all love their Spectrum games so much. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the manual. Oh, look at that glossy manual, original 9.95 sticker in there. Oh, no, beautiful. And you know, these games on the Amstrad and the other formats, MSX as well, got a lot of the Ultimate stuff. They are so rare compared to the Spectrum ones, but they don't sell for as much. It's weird. I mean, unless you're a proper Ultimate Play the Game completist, you're not going to buy it, which is mad because it's brilliant. Let's carry on. Oh, we've got another one. There's another one. Yes, another BBC Model B Ultimate game, and that is Nightshade. The not quite as good as everyone expected isometric 3D adventure. Yeah, brilliant, classic. Yeah, but still very rare for the BBC Model B. Let's carry on. Oh no, not more BBC. Yeah, more BBC. It's a couple of clown ones here. We've got Spy Hunter and Bounty Bob Strikes Back, and of course they have their it's got the original receipt and their proper separate manual. All about the separate manuals on your clam cases. And look at the condition of this. Absolutely beautiful. This is not some eBay fodder. Someone found it in a. This is absolutely gorgeous games. This is someone's loved this forever and never ever played it or taken it out. It's got the manual there. It's quite different. The different manual to the Commodore Spectrum Amstrad versions, which is interesting. Interesting. For all you BBC collectors out there, I know what you're thinking. Surely it's not all BBC in the box. No, it isn't. Let's pick something else. PlayStation 2, and this is Metal Gear Solid Subsistence. This is like a compilation of lots of versions of different. I can read the list. It includes Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater game with team deathmatch, sneaking mission, capture missions, additional secret theatre mode. There's Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. It's just got tons of stuff. It comes on 3 discs. Oh, it's got a bit of bubble wrap in there. We might put that in there just to protect it. Lovely, lovely condition. Very obviously Snake. He's so popular. It's phenomenal, really. Metal Gear games have a massive draw. Everyone wants stealth shooting, and this is the rarest, most expensive of all the PS2 Metal Gear Solid releases. Okay, that was good. Okay, let's go a bit Zelda. We've got a couple of Zeldas in this week. We've got Wind Waker, the remake, revamped, remastered for Wii U. And we've got the original Skyward Sword, which has recently been revamped, remade, remodelled for Switch. But both beautiful, brand new style, condition, and both just classic games. Wind Waker is one of my all-time favourite games. Skyward Sword, not so much. Okay, let's carry on. What have we got? Oh, there's not more BBC stuff. No, let's go something else. We have got some electronic games. Yes, now I've got some batteries and everything because I thought I might just show you. This is a Bambino Race and Chase. A really cool game that people forget about because it's a bit different. Bambino, beautiful shaped handheld electronic games. I mean, they are just the business. I mean, look at the shape. It's like something you'd see in a TikTok UFO. There's definitely a UFOs movie, isn't it? You could just see this going over. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, yeah, this is a racing. It's not really racing. Let's go reset and let's start. Let's see if I can show you me playing it. Oh, well, that was a good start. So you go left and right to dodge the cars. Can you see? Or just drive into the cars. So you go left and right, dodge the cars. Yes. And you see at the top there's a little motorbike and he's coming, and he's the bad guy. And he's shooting at me and he shot me. Oh, and then he's gone again, so you've got to catch him again. And when you catch him, you've got a capture button and you can try and capture him, but you've got to dodge his gun because he's shooting as well. And to be honest, his bullets look exactly the same as the road. Oh, you see, he got me. You didn't even realise I got shot at, did you? Anyway, yeah, so there is... that's Race and Chase by Bambino. A beautiful handheld tabletop electronic game. I mean, handheld, might be pushing it, mightn't it? Because you couldn't play one-handed, and you'd certainly have to have some incredible pockets to fit this in. Some might even say magic pockets. I can't help it. Okay, let's carry on. What's next? Something else exciting. Yes. Let's have a look at this. We've got a little bit of more hardware. We've got, what are we doing? Yo, it's worth waiting for. It is Video Pinball by Atari. Yeah, you know them. This is I think 1977 or 79. Well, I think it was redone. I think the original 77, and then there was a revamp, a grey version, which came out in 79. And it is a pinball game that doesn't just play pinball, but it's more breakout than pinball. Well, it really is breakout, actually. It's not pinball. It's called pinball, but the games are very... No, there is no paddle flipper pinball. Please, just go and find something better on YouTube to watch than this, because you're watching an old bloke struggling, talking about a game that he should know about and he can't remember. Let's have a look at the back of the box. You can see the games there, though. You can see. So we've got flipper pinball, pinball 1, pinball 2, paddle pinball, rebound, breakthrough, and breakout. Yes. But these lovely old Atari games, I mean, they're not really getting the collectability they deserve because they're ancient now, and they are so... I mean, they're beyond retro. I mean, this is what all retro stuff should look like. Wood, clunky, chunky, big buttons. I mean, look at this. It'd look brilliant on your wall, wouldn't it? Imagine putting that on your wall. Putting that outside the front of your house and pretending it's a doorbell. Maybe not. But yeah, it's just one big paddle. I mean, the whole console is the controller, so it's a bit different. And reset and press and take Takes batteries. You can see the battery cover. It takes about 5 million batteries, so power's not an issue. But what is an issue is these are NTSC because they weren't released outside of America. So you need an RF capable. I mean, look at. You want to deal with this? You want to deal with this connector? No, I don't want to deal with that. But still, who cares? It's a lovely, beautiful thing. And this actually has got the external power supply with it, even though you don't need it, because it's dangerous. Ah, video pinball. What a lovely, lovely game. I mean, I don't know if things are nicer the older they are. Maybe I'm getting nicer as I get older. But I don't know. I've got such a fondness for these real classic brown 70s devices and consoles. Oh, brown. Not enough brown stuff out there, is there? I love it. I still get a few brown calculators. Okay, let's go back to the games. We've got another Nintendo game. We have got Turtles in Time. Yes, I think that's Turtles 4, isn't it? What a brilliant arcade game, quite rare. American SNES. It's got its protector. Not much else to say about that. You know what it is. Let's go, Commodore 64. Commodore 64, I know Commodore fans. Thanks for being patient and waiting. This week we've got one of the best ever Commodore 64 games, and that's Bruce Lee! Bruce Lee! Official dates of Bruce Lee. This is how we got it in the UK, in a small cassette case. And it's just a brilliant game. And I think the reason why Bruce Lee remains so popular with people and remember it is because it was actually quite easy to finish. Just a couple of hours and you'd be through it, or maybe not even that, maybe 40 minutes, you'd finish the whole game. And there's something to be said for that, isn't there? I mean, these days, if you could finish Elden Ring in 40 minutes, imagine the experience you'd have. It would be like the most epic 40 minutes of your whole life if you could get through the whole game in 40 minutes. Oh, well, I know speedrunners, all that stuff. But I mean normal people who are crap, like me. Okay, moving on, another Commodore 64, and that is Karateka. And it's got nothing to do with carrots. It's another kung fu karate beat 'em up game, rival to Way of the Exploding Fist, and another super sought after game. This one's a bit unusual. It's got an insert. It's got an inner. Where's the insert? Yeah, Karateka. Yeah, it's got a little insert paper. Little. Yeah. Oh, getting a bit caught up there by inserts. But you know, we like things to be complete. It's not just me. Everybody does. What's next? What's next? A couple more BBC. There seemed to be a lot of BBC this week. I think we had quite a bit of BBC last week. Speech synthesizer. Speech synthesizer. I love it when stuff talks. You know that. When computers, consoles, games, electronic devices, calculators. If it's talking, I miss you, Milton. I love it. And yeah, so any speech thing, speech devices, speech interfaces, speech, expansion packs, speech software. Brilliant. Sample it, make it say funny things, put it as a ringtone on your phone. Brilliant. Ye Are Kung Fu 2 and more. This is from Konami. You might know this one from the arcades. It's a kind of a roam around fighting game. The BBC version, and I love all these Imagine Wakeling graphic kind of Ocean Imagine games. They just look so cool, don't they? They do look so cool. Okay, let's keep going. What's next? Oh, there's another BBC, one more BBC, and that is because it's the epic game, which is Mooncresta. Brilliant shooter. I think you might find a video of me playing it, and this is the BBC disc version. It includes the lens lock, and we've never talked about the lens lock. These crazy security devices that you laid over the screen, and the lens, the shattered image. It's a bit like resurrecting a barcode into an image that you could actually type in. So you hold this against the screen, you have to put it down so it stands away like a little U shape. So it stands away from the screen, see the numbers or the letters or whatever, and then type it in, and then you could play. I'm not sure they were. I guess they must have helped piracy a little bit, but back then pirates ruled the roost. You could pirate any game, everyone just had tape to tape cassette recorders, record all your tapes. Dumping stuff to discs, loads of copying software out there. It was a shame. It was a shame. And you have to wonder how big the gaming scene could have got without piracy. Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? Actually, so many people had access to games, especially Spectrum Commodore, that they couldn't have afforded to keep up. They wouldn't have been into the hobby in such a way if they could only get their one game for Christmas or, you know, for Easter or when Granny came to town. So maybe piracy was a driving force of the UK gaming scene, but that's a subject for another day. Okay, let's carry on. We've got some specky stuff. Yeah, you couldn't have one of these without the Spectrum, could you? We've got some Spectrum stuff. We have got some crazy games. Now, there's something about Spectrum budget games. Spectrum budget releases, they're some of the rarest games, and not just because they were late to the party, but people had stopped buying Spectrum games in the early 90s, but that didn't stop them churning them out. So you've got weird titles like this, by Top 10, super rare. This title is called Good Luck, that's it, Good Luck. It's a mean poker game, and it's just called Good Luck, but it's incredibly rare. You're going to find, you know, 10 Deus Ex Machinas for every one of these, that is sure. They are super rare. And here's another one, also on the top 10 logo. We had a bit of a top 10 logo, and this is amazing. Kung Fu Knights. That's right, knights in armour doing Kung Fu. It's not that they were running out of ideas back in the 8-bit era. But yeah, another ridiculously rare budget game on Spectrum. Now let's keep going. This one isn't budget, but this is another rare one. Hercules by Alpha. Let's have a look at this one. Hercules. Looks very nice. Looks like a bit of a platformer, Chucky Egg vibes coming off of those little pictures. Lovely blue tape there. Yeah, Hercules by Alpha, another super rare game. Not hyper rare, super rare. Okay. This is ridiculously rare, this one. This is what Spectrum fans call an MIA, Missing in Action. And Missing in Action games, it's all thanks to the World of Spectrum website, which is brilliant, are games that are known to exist from adverts or from hearsay or from pictures, but nobody's ever found them yet. But we've got quite a lot of them on the site. It makes them extra special because they're possibly the last copies on planet Earth. And this one is called 3D Maze. It's by Impact Software. It's really early, 1982, and you can tell how early it is by look at it. Look at the tape. I mean, these games, crazy MIA. And I think this one is. You can go beyond MIA. I think this isn't even listed on the World of Spectrum website. So that crazy. If you want the only copy of this game in the world, then check out the website. Yeah, listed this week. Okay, let's go. We're back with another electronic game. Yes, oh, the epic. Oh, Christmas is coming. Oh, yes. Grandstand Firefox F7 3D stereo sound table. So I'm going to get me batteries in this one. We haven't covered this one yet. We covered Astro Wars, but there's, you know, several games in the series. And oh, that music is like, it's simple. It's just joy, isn't it? Just listen to that one theme. Oh, I'm going to try and show you. See this. Oh, yeah. It's a lovely sound as well. So the sound's on. Let's go start. Whoa! Let's see if I can play this in the air for you. Oh, we're off. Oh, I'm shooting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got it. What brilliant fun this is. Grandstand Firefox F7, very noisy. Hugely brilliant king of... originally by Epoch, of course. It's part of the Epoch gamut. Yeah, a great classic game. Sold loads in the UK. Lots of people remember this. A lot of people want to get one to relive that childhood nostalgia. We can't knock childhood nostalgia. A lot of retro gaming is about being a kid again, isn't it? I think it is. I know what you're thinking, yeah, and you're a big bloody kid. I am, I'm a really ancient kid. Isn't that weird? Okay, let's have a look. We've only got a couple more things, and then you can go and do something more interesting with your life and enjoy the sunshine if it's still sunny where you are. Let's have a look in this one. This is, oh, yes, classic, yes, I had to put this on. I've been threatening to do a video about this, and I might still do that. But this is the MB Microvision, and this is the 1979 first ever cartridge-based electronic game. And this is a cartridge. Yes, it's a cartridge. It plugs in. But I'll show you that. Let's open the box. Open the box. There you can see. You can see you've got their beautiful. This is like leather velvet. Not leather. You don't get leather velvet. Certainly not for trousers. You got like the leather. What the hell? No, the reason I keep saying leather is because the case is a bit leather. It's a bit, you know, PVC, a bit fetish. And you've got your manual.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
I can't do that for you.
What? I did not ask Siri to do it. Shh! Shut up. Yeah, we've got the manuals, and then we've got the game. And I didn't put any batteries in it, but this has been tested and is working. And it's an analog. You know what analog is. It's like where the more you move something, the more it reacts on the screen. And this is a simple breakout game, but because you've got that tactile connection of the analog stick and the bat moving across the bottom of the screen, it feels just as brilliant to play now as it ever did. And I'll just show you the cartridges because it does come with some. They pop off like this, and it's the whole unit there. And then you just slide the screen out, and there, it's a bit like walking in on your nan with no clothes on. I've never done that. And then you pop your other cartridge, shooting star there, and you click it in, and there you have now your console's a nice red console. Not that many games came out for it, you know, 12. But yeah, I mean, it's another one of those consoles that I'm particularly passionate about because I actually had one back in the day. And the reason I got one was because the local toy shop in Bletchley, Taylor and McKenna, they put it on a special, and the actual console cost me $16.99. I still remember, and the games were £8.75. And so I bought the console with my birthday money, and then I, saved up and bought a game every couple of weeks with my pocket money until I had maybe 4 games. It's incredible. Yeah, so I loved Blockbuster. You might not love Blockbuster, but the Microvision, MB Microvision, available this week at Retrogames. Okay, what's next? One last thing, and it's a big one. I'm going to clear some space. It's a big one, and I'm going to even move the batteries. And it's a special one because it's the first time we've ever listed one in stock. It is, yes, it is. Can you see what this is? It's an Odyssey 1. It's only an Odyssey 1 at Retrogames this week. Absolutely, Odyssey 1 from 1972. Ralph Baer's original first ever games console made. Yes, it is. And you can see from this, I'll pull the console out first. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's a lump of, it's like a, what sort of shape is it? A turret shape? It takes batteries. You got the battery cover. Batteries quite hefty on batteries, but there's also a power supply. I think you can get power supply for it. Very lovely condition. I mean, these are often yellowy, but this one is proper white. You've got the cartridge slot. You've got these amazing. I mean, there's so many firsts with this console. That's the first ever joystick port. There you go. Look at that. 12-pin ports. Very strange and unusual and creepy, a little bit creepy. Speed controller, a center controller. Let's get the controller. You want to see the controllers, the actual controller. And these things, I mean, remember, this is the first ever gaming controller. Forget about Atari. Forget about that stuff. This is the first one. And look at it. Look at the shine on the wooden disc. These are like new. They're incredible. They even got the original stickers, assembly stickers on the bottom from 1972. Discontinued in 1976. They only made 350,000 of these and only sold in the US. So very, very rare. Yeah, amazing controllers. I mean, it's very weird. You've got like you've got like a little turner on top of a big turner knob. Like a double knob, and then a separate slider on the side. And then just a reset button, not actually a push button. No actual push button to select anything. Well, you didn't need to. The games were all about analog scrolling around the screen. And we've got everything. We've got the six game cartridges that came with it. We've got the TV connection cord. And there were so many advances. It comes with the manual. Got the manual. We've got the service manual. Look at a diagram of the circuitry. We've got service guide, receiver-free Odyssey game leaflet. We've got the study map, that's for one of the game cartridges, which is about learning the states, I think. And then we've got the book with the answers that goes with that. This is for one of the. You fold this out into a scoreboard for one of the sports games. This has got the unused stickers, both for the states and for the cat and mouse ski game. We've got the board, which is for their version of roulette. We've got the whole roll of screen displays, and these stick on to the TV with tape. You're meant to use tape and stick them on, because obviously it's black and white. But like a Vectrex, say, you want to jazz it up a bit, stick a bit of plastic over the TV. Laughing. We've got some playing pieces. We've got a lot of cards and money and stuff. It's like every single thing that they could possibly do with an early video game. They did it. They did it in the first ones. They've got computer board games. We've got, Pong style games. We've got educational. We've got gambling. We've got family all sitting around gambling games. I mean, all in the very first games console that came out in 1972. And you think about, well, the Atari 2600, 77, Intellivision, 79. They didn't come very far from this, did they? I mean, the Magnavox 2, I mean, that was the video pack to you guys, because we did get the Magnavox 2, but it's just one heck of an epic machine. And I thought, well, I can't not do that machine. I can't not show you that when I've just started doing these what's newer retro games, and then that comes in. Oh no, I've got to do another video, and I'll probably have to do another one next week. This is probably going to be an every week thing, but at least you'll get to see what comes into the shop and get as excited as me about it, hopefully. And I think that's about all I've got to show you this week. Thank you for watching. Please visit the site. Please like, subscribe, encourage me to keep doing this, because it's very hot and sometimes feels pointless. I didn't say that. Until next week, good luck, Retro Gamers!
Retrogames says thank you for watching. Retrogames says thank you for watching.
It really was too hot today to do this. You know, the camera turned itself off 3 times during filming for overheating. And this is England!